For more on what to watch and listen for, let's bring in Mark Halperin. Mark, good to see you. Good morning.
Good morning, both of you.
I want to talk about the inaugural in a second. I want to start with President Obama, what he said at that press conference. He says he's going to be quieter than he has been, but he says he'll reserve the right to speak out if he sees times where he thinks our core values are being challenged. He's a young guy.
Yeah.
Do you see him continuing to be one of the prominent voices of the Democratic Party?
There's going to be a huge vacuum, and I think he and Joe Biden are both going to feel a lot of pressure to fill it. It's going to be fascinating to watch. Every day he's going to face a choice. Because even if Donald Trump is on his best behavior, he's going to do things that I think Barack Obama doesn't like. And he's going to face a choice as a former president. I think he'll be a lot closer to the Bill Clinton model, annotator-in-chief, than he will to the George W. Bush model of basically in retirement, silent.
Mark, the president-elect tweeted out a picture saying he's written his own inaugural address. The tone of the transition has had its highs and lows. It's been combative in some cases. What does he need to do tomorrow if his goal is to continue that message of hope?
Tomorrow is going to be a tale of two stories. One is it's going to look like a normal inaugural address, a lot of the pomp and circumstance and organization, but it's Donald Trump. Let's be real. Donald Trump as president is going to strike a lot of Americans, even people who voted for him, as so different. I think the speech is going to be short, and it's going to be thematic, and I think it's going to be a lot like what he did on election night, which is try to be a unifier, but remind people why he got elected.
It's an inaugural is like a visual political potpourri.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on. Where are you going to train your eyes?
I'm going to watch Donald Trump's demeanor. There have been several times, including on election night, as I said, where he was so calm, where he was a calming presence. Can't help but watch the Clintons, though. We've not seen the Clintons in this public space since the day after the election. How did they react? They're pretty good poker faces, but this is the ultimate test of a poker face.
If in his inaugural address, Donald Trump brings up repealing Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, with President Obama sitting right there, you might want to watch that face as well.
That relationship has been fascinating. They've both talked about it a little bit, but President Obama wants to preserve as much of it as possible. Donald Trump says he's for covering everybody. I think if he does bring it up explicitly, it will be with a light touch. I think President Obama will react with a light touch.
All right, Mark. Safe trip down. We'll see you down there.
All right.
Great. Appreciate it. And stay with NBC News for complete coverage of tomorrow's inauguration. We're headed to Washington. We'll bring it all to you live starting 7 a.m.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.